He's a former journalist who spent a year traveling Carnival, working rides, games in 10 different states. Michael Sean Comerford writes about his experiences in his new book, American Oz. An astonishing year inside traveling carnivals at state fairs and festivals, hitchhiking from California to New York, Alaska to Mexico. He joins us now via Zoom from Chicago suburbs. Good morning to you, Mr. Comerford. How you doing? Nice hat.
Excellent, Sean. I noticed you spell your name the correct way.
Well, at least my parents did. Yeah, it was a Sean Connery nod to them. Tell me what inspired you to do this, because did you actually hitchhike to all of these different locations?
Yes, I did. 36 states, 15,000 miles. I believe I was the #1 hitchhiker in America.
What inspired, and I don't even know if saying a carny is a pejorative, if it's looked down upon, but what inspired you to make this journey and live your life as a carny?
I saw people that were good stories, and I wanted to tell good stories. And so I felt like I had to live the life in order to write about it.
Now, I was reading through this book. I could not believe that there's like this underworld that's kind of in plain sight, because all of these people have jobs that are very public and we see them, but there's like this underworld within this.
Yes, and that's what I wanted to get through, is that we're all connected in more ways than we know. And these are just people looking for meaning and love in their lives, and they have all the same issues that we have, but they're the working poor also. So they're also suffering some discrimination, and so I wanted to blow the stereotypes out of the water and seek to show some empathy and show the humanity behind the Ferris wheel.
One of the stops that you made was right here in Chicago, Gage Park, a carnival there, where you met what you say is the toughest boss in the entire industry, Shorty. Tell me about him.
Shorty was from the Bronx, and Shorty, I was scared of him the whole time. But at one point he says, "Mike, you're family." And I said, "Shorty, man, I'm going to leave this carnival and then I won't be family anymore." And he laughed me off. And when I left Chicago, it was Modern Midway. It's a terrific carnival. I worked on Midway Plaisance and at the Puerto Rican Fest in Humboldt Park. I felt terrible about it, but I also thought Shorty might punch me in the chin.
Because he was shorter than you. You know, when you read through this book, you come to this understanding that a lot of these folks, as you say, are the working poor. And some folks really have these amazing lives. You were talking about a couple of guys who were grandparents in their 30s. When you were talking with them, what did you learn from all of these folks living sometimes in pretty bad conditions in these carnivals?
Well, as I said earlier, I realized that we're all connected more than we know. And I've read about people that in tough neighborhoods that have started being parents early in life, but actually meeting them and then asking them on Father's Day what it was like to be a grandfather, and going on a great grandfather by his 40s, probably. One of the things about American Oz is that it bends the lens. It's a different perspective on life. And these are people that you wouldn't normally meet, and it's enlightening and it's inspiring.
One of the places that you went to was Alaska, and your description almost sounds like it was probably the nicest of all the jobs that you had.
I was surrounded by mountains. A moose and its calf walked through my camp. I felt like it was a summer camp. I felt like I should be paying them. It was really just gorgeous, gorgeous scenery, beautiful weather. And I was with Native Alaskans, so Yupik people from small places and fishing villages up in Alaska. And it was tripping me out with all the diversity of America. That's another one of the themes here in American Oz, is how diverse the people and the landscape is.
We don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time left, Michael, but did any of these folks know that you were actually a journalist and going to be writing about them?
No, they didn't. And afterwards, some of them have read the book and they all love it. In fact, by the way, your WGN Radio has called it brilliant. So I know it's a good book. And I'm going to slip this in really quickly. These are the states I went to. I worked in California, New York, New Jersey, Chicago, Alaska, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. And in Florida, I was in a freak show, but I wasn't on stage because they didn't see the inner freak in me.
We all have an inner freak, I think. You know, as a journalist, our job is to tell people stories, and you certainly did that here. It was a fascinating read. Do appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you for reading, Sean. You read it deeply and well. Thank you.
Once again, his book is called American Oz. You can find it at all bookstores and on Amazon. Michael, thank you very much. Well, coming up.